Hey, travel friends, if you're sailing to Alaska soon, I wanted to share what I bought, what I wore at each port, what I found helpful, what I should have bought, and what I ended up not using. Now, before we get started, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jennifer, and I love sharing cruise tips, travel adventures, and everything I've learned along the way. So if that sounds like your kind of content, I'd love for you to subscribe and join me on future adventures. Now, let's jump into what I wore in Alaska. After spending a week cruising Alaska, I quickly learned that packing for Alaska is completely different from packing for the Caribbean. The weather can change quickly, and layering is truly the key to staying comfortable. So today, I'm sharing everything I wore from the airport to Vancouver, Ketchikan, Sitka, Skagway, and even disembarkation day. Let's start with my airport outfit. When it comes to flying, I want to be comfortable, but still feel stylish and put together. For travel day, I wore a pair of light brown leggings with an apricot color stretchy short sleeve top. I layered it with a long peachy khaki cardigan that was perfect for the airport and the plane. For shoes, I chose my Lucky Steps women's platform sneakers. I love the neutral colors. They're super lightweight and they handle all the airport walking like a champ. To accessorize, I wore a khaki baseball cap to help keep my hair off my face and finished the look with these beautiful gold teardrop earrings. Now let's talk about Vancouver. To me, Vancouver's weather felt similar to Ketchikan. Of course, always check the weather forecast before your trip, but when I arrived, temperatures were in the mid-40s and rain was expected on embarkation day. One of the biggest Alaska packing tips I can give you is this: pack in layers. When most people think of Alaska, they immediately think snow, freezing temperatures, and bitter cold. But depending on when you sail, the weather can change in a heartbeat. You might start the day chilly, warm up while walking around town, and then find yourself standing in the rain an hour later. That's why layering is so important. For embarkation day, I wore black leggings, a comfortable pair of socks, and black lightweight hoodie, a stretchy white short sleeve shirt underneath. For shoes, I wore my New Balance sneakers in white and gray. These have become my go-to walking shoes because they're comfortable enough to wear all day. Since rain was in the forecast, my lightweight raincoat definitely came in handy. And to keep the rain off my face, I paired everything with my trusty baseball cap, the same one you'll probably see throughout this video. One packing tip I always recommend is choosing accessories that can be worn with multiple outfits. That way you don't have to pack as much. To complete the look, I carry my favorite black crossbody bag. I also want to share this very handy elastic luggage strap. I use it to keep my tote bag or personal items securely attached to my suitcase. Whether you're running to your gate or stopping at the restroom, it keeps everything in place and prevents your bag from sliding down. I absolutely love this thing. Before we get into what I wore in Ketchikan, Sitka, and Skagway, let's talk about how I packed for the trip. As someone who travels frequently for cruises and other adventures, I'm always looking for luggage that's practical, durable, and makes travel easier. Level 8 recently sent me their Grace Expandable Carry-On, and since packing smart is a big part of any Alaska cruise, I wanted to show you a few features that caught my attention. What immediately stood out to me was how much organization it offers inside. I love having separate sections to keep everything organized, especially when packing for a cruise where you're bringing layers, comfortable shoes, and different outfits for each port. One of my favorite features is the expandable design, which gives you extra packing space when you need it. Another great feature is the convenient front compartment. It gives me quick access to my laptop, tablet, travel documents, and other essentials without having to open the entire suitcase. As someone who's often traveling with electronics and content creation gear, I love having everything organized and within easy reach. It also includes a TSA-approved lock for added peace of mind while traveling, and I really appreciate the sturdy side handle, which makes it easy to lift the suitcase into a car, onto a luggage rack, or through busy travel days. The 360-degree spinner wheels glide effortlessly, making it easy to navigate airports, cruise terminals, hotels, and even rough sidewalks. I also appreciate how sturdy and well-made it feels. As someone who travels often, durability is important because luggage goes through a lot between airports, cruise terminals, and hotels. Another nice benefit is that luggage purchased through Level's 8 official website comes with a lifetime warranty. If you'd like to learn more about the Level 8 Grace Expandable Carry-On, I'll have the information linked in the description below. Now, let's get into what I wore during my Alaska cruise. For our first port stop in Ketchikan, we knew the weather was going to be rainy. My outfit consisted of a pair of jeans, my stretchy long-sleeve shirt, my lightweight black hoodie, my raincoat, my New Balance platform shoes, and my black crossbody bag. I did wear one of my winter headbands, but I also bought along my baseball cap because I wanted to keep the rain off my face. While the hoodie definitely helped, I found that the baseball cap made a huge difference when it came to staying dry and comfortable. So you can either do that or bring a windproof umbrella if you like. I also packed a small foldable waterproof backpack to help carry extra things like water, gloves, and anything else I needed while exploring the port. If you're bringing a backpack to Alaska, definitely recommend making sure it's waterproof because it really does help. I did notice a lot of people wearing rain boots as well, so that's another option if the forecast is calling for rain. And let's not forget my cozy blanket. It came in handy whenever I wanted to bundle up and enjoy the scenery from my balcony. There's just something magical about sitting outside with a blanket and a cup of coffee and watching Alaska sail by. Now, when we arrived in Sitka, it wasn't raining, but it was definitely chilly. For Sitka, my base layer was my fleece-lined thermal tights, and then layered my leggings over them. On top, I wore a short-sleeved shirt, my lightweight zip-up yoga jacket, and then my lightweight waterproof puffer jacket. I absolutely love this jacket and will probably buy it in another color. I'm not a fan of big bulky coats, so this was perfect for me. I finished the outfit with my Lucky Step platform shoes, my black crossbody bag, and my black winter headband. This outfit was perfect for walking around downtown Sitka. One thing I really liked about the puffer jacket was that it had a hood. If it suddenly started raining or became windy, it had that extra layer of protection without feeling weighed down. And honestly, with all the walking I did, I stayed comfortable the entire time. For Skagway, I wore an Alaska sweatshirt that I had picked up while we were in Sitka. Since I had the White Pass Railroad excursion booked, I knew I was going to need those extra layers to stay warm. So once again, my base layer was my thermal tights, followed by my leggings. I chose my navy blue leggings, paired them with short sleeve top, my Alaska sweatshirt, my New Balance platform shoes, my puffer jacket, and my beanie. I also brought gloves to keep my hands warm and carried my beige crossbody bag. Of course, a girl has to match her outfits. This combination worked perfectly. I stayed warm and comfortable the entire time, and honestly, there's nothing I would change about this outfit. I did end up buying another baseball cap on the train as a souvenir, and it actually came in handy later on when it started drizzling because it helped me keep the rain off my face. As I mentioned earlier, the temperature inside the ship was kept very comfortable. I saw people wearing shorts on some days, dresses on others, and really just whatever made them comfortable. For me, I chose leggings, jeans, and comfortable walking shoes for this cruise, so I wanted to be comfortable. It was actually the complete opposite of what I normally wear on Caribbean cruises and definitely a huge contrast from my corporate lifestyle back home. But honestly, that's one of the things I loved about Alaska. It's much more relaxed, casual, and focused on comfort. And there you have it, the outfits that worked for me during my Alaska cruise and that I think could work for many of you as well. If you're cruising to Alaska for the first time, don't overthink it. I know there are tons of packing videos and recommendations out there, but take what works best for your style, your comfort level, and your travel needs. Alaska cruises tend to be much more relaxed and less flashy than Caribbean cruises, and that's one of the things I really loved about it. I'm also linking many of the items I mentioned in the description below if you're interested in checking them out. These are simply items that worked well for me and made my Alaska cruise a little more comfortable. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support truly means so much to me and helps me continue creating content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next port.